It was a debate that made national headlines, and no, it wasn't presidential hopefuls debating. A group of maximum security inmates from the Eastern New York Correctional Facility took on Harvard's prestigious debate team, and they won. This was just last month. The inmates have also won debates against teams from the U.S. Military Academy at West Point and also the University of Vermont.
The inmate debate team is part of the Bard Prison Initiative, and today in the 4x4, we're taking 4 minutes during the 4 o'clock to take a little bit of a deeper look at this program. Max Kenner is Executive Director of the Bard Prison Initiative and joining us this afternoon. Max, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for having me.
So everyone likes to win for the most part, right? Athletes and sports, even those who decide to debate, and winning is great. But my first question is winning indeed the most important thing for these inmates?
You know, I think obviously this event has gotten a lot of attention for lots of different reasons, but it's important to remember that these students who competed and ultimately won in that debate are full-time college students, full-time incarcerated college students enrolled with Bard in an academic program that spans the full breadth of liberal study. So, you know, for them, life goes on in a very busy way, both as rigorous students, also people who live in very difficult circumstances in a maximum security prison.
So, Max, yes, these are certainly college-educated inmates, and they were asked to defend the opinion that public schools in the U.S. should be able to turn away undocumented students. So my question, what type of challenge does this group face when they're trying to prepare for debates, especially in a maximum security prison, and also the topic that I've read some of them completely disagreed with?
Sure. Well, that's true. And the important thing about debate is that it teaches college students or any students to not only master an argument that they may not agree with, but also to empathize and honor opinions that they might not hold themselves. So it's a central part of a liberal education.
So these inmates, are they, well, sure, they're inspiring, but I mean, is their goal to inspire each other, or is their goal to inspire other inmates who aren't necessarily taking part of the initiative?
You know, I'm not sure their goals are any different than undergraduates anywhere. Their goal is to enrich their inner lives through learning, through honoring the arts, through understanding math and science and appreciating history and learning how to be contributing citizens in a democratic society.
Well, Max, just the second part of my question that I just asked, how do they prepare?
Sure.
If there's internet challenges, the resources, when you're in a maximum security prison, they're not preparing like the kids over in Harvard can prepare, I'm assuming.
Well, you know, the academy in Western civilization did okay for many hundreds of years without the internet. And that's true for our students. And I think also one of the reasons that this story appeals to so many people, it's been in the press all over the world, Africa, Asia, Europe, you name it, Latin America, you name it.
So, Max,
the reason it appeals to so many people is because it's evidence of what dedication and hard work can do, even in the most radical circumstances.
Let's talk more about this initiative, Max. So 300 students
Sure.
enrolled all across New York State. Less than 2% of these inmates reportedly returned to prison after being released. So do you see a program like this being successful in other states, maybe here in California, and also the cost to run a program like this?
The cost is embarrassingly low. Right now we run without any government money, any endowment, any student tuition. And compared, nothing we do in American life is more expensive than prison. So the cost is low, and there's no question that when we look at the problems of violence in America, when we look at the problems of crime, we've been around long enough to understand that punishment alone will not solve the problem. We need to believe in one another and invest in one another, and nothing will save us more money and redeem us from the problems that we've been bequeathed.
You say the cost is
like
low.
Real education and faith in each other.
I think we're starting to lose your signal real quick. If you can get this one question in. Do you think states like New York should be contributing taxpayer funds to pay for the initiative, since you did say the cost is low?
If they're interested in reducing crime and they're interested in saving taxpayer money, this would be the best way to do it.
All right, there you have it. Max Kenner, Executive Director of the Bard Prison Initiative. Max, thanks for spending time with us and Skyping with us on this topic.
Thank you. Best to Oakland.
Thank you.
Thanks.